If you're looking for a friend that's neither feather nor fur, look no further. This is the gecko.
Well, geckos are just adorable little creatures. People just love the way they look.
You will need to provide them with live food in the form of crickets. So if that makes you a little uncomfortable, then maybe you need to choose a different animal.
You hold a gecko in the palm of your hand. Try to avoid touching the head and tail. Geckos can climb just about anything with millions of micron-sized adhesive hairs on each toe that can stick to glass. The leopard gecko is one of the few geckos with eyelids.
They have very long tongues that can come out and actually clean their eyes.
Geckos also have tails. It's here they store their fat. However, these tails serve a defense purpose as well.
In order to protect itself in the wild, its tail just instantly breaks off.
That distracts any predator that's coming after him, and then the gecko can get away.
The tails will grow back, but very slowly, and do not look the same as before.
Leopard geckos, in general, they want to be held, they want to know you.
My favorite thing about leopard geckos is adopting them out to good homes where they're loved and cared for.
And today, home for one special leopard gecko is the first grade class of Mrs. Shaw.
So good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Summer and Michael showed the children how to properly care for their newly adopted gecko, Rosario.
In order for them to heat up, they don't really like it on their back, they like it on their belly. Same thing.
These first graders will be responsible for Rosario during the school year.
I like your colors. They'll take good care of you.
And in the summer, their teacher will take her home. But the kids will never forget their year with one special leopard gecko.
There's nothing quite like seeing their eyes light up when they find something new.
It looks pretty comfy.
So, think you can handle a gecko? These pets require a lot of very special care. First, they're ectothermic, which means they adjust their body temperature to their environment. So the temperature of the terrarium for each species is crucial.
They need to have a temperature range in their tank from the high 80s and 90s in the basking zone down to the low 70s, which is their cool zones.
Consult your vet about the proper setup for your gecko, from the material you line the terrarium with to the type of hiding place you provide. The biggest health problem seen in most geckos is dehydration. However, there are certain diseases to look out for.
They can have bacterial infections, they can have infections with parasites, so it's good to make sure that they get checked out by their veterinarian.
And because reptiles can carry bacteria like salmonella, always wash your hands after handling them. Geckos are insectivores, or insect eaters. That means you have to provide them with live food, like mealworms, crickets, and waxworms. But again, how much you feed your gecko depends on the type.
If you don't feed your gecko the right amount of protein, they're going to have a lot of health problems.
Geckos are not for the faint of heart or small children who might play too roughly with them. Leopard geckos can live 16 years, so you must really be sure this is the pet for you before you commit. But with the right care, a gecko can make a really cool pet. In general, it's important to understand that each gecko species requires different care. Contact your vet about how to properly care for your type of gecko. Be sure to wash up after handling them. Make sure you provide them with the proper environment and meals of live insects to keep them healthy. Geckos can live long lives. They are not good pets for children under 5, pregnant women, the elderly, or people with compromised immune systems.